The one thing I want you to know, if you learn nothing else from my channel, the most important thing I want you to learn and to remember is you are a spark of the divine. You are divine energy. And you have always had a connection. You have a connection to the divine that is yours and yours alone. No one can take that connection from you. It's your birthright. That connection keeps you connected to the divine, to source, to your angels and guides, to your loved ones who've crossed over, and to everyone and everything in the universe. But what if you're not really feeling that connection? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain what may be blocking you from feeling that connection to the divine. Hello, I'm Wendy, Rapp, spiritual life coach and psychic tarot reader. On this channel, I help you as a spiritually awakened person grow and evolve on your soul's journey. And if you enjoy information like this, hit the subscribe button because I upload a new video every Sunday. The most important thing for you as a spiritually awakened person to remember is you are divine energy. You are a spark of the divine. And because of that, you always have a connection to source, whether you realize it or not. It's your own personal connection. Nobody can take that from you. And even though we are in human form, we are spirits having a human existence. We still have that divine connection. But when people say they're feeling, lost, or they're feeling something's off or something's missing, it's usually because they haven't consciously made that connection to the divine. So how do you do that? The key to being able to feel that connection to the divine is by having an open heart chakra. The heart chakra is like the gateway to the higher consciousness. Once the heart chakra is opened, the higher chakras open up as well, and we can access the information through the crown chakra, which is where the wisdom of the cosmos is, and in our own higher consciousness, and remembering all we forgot when we came in through the veil of forgetfulness here onto this planet. So it's very important that we have an open heart. And having an open heart chakra means you are learning to develop unconditional love for your fellow man. And what that means is you're not seeing others as the other. Well, that group of people is this and that group of people is that. We are all one, and we need to learn to understand, even though we have differences and we may not like what somebody's doing, and doesn't mean we excuse what they're doing just because we have an open heart if they're doing something wrong. But we try to come from a place of understanding they're on their path, doing the best they can. We're not here to judge. We're here to try to send healing to them, but there's no judgment and there's no feeling superior to others. We are all one. And if you can get yourself to a place where you can feel compassion for people, even if they're on a path that's very different than yours, or on a path that you're thinking, I would never, that's terrible. Everyone is on their own path. We don't have to like it, but we have to accept where other people are. When you get to that place where you can accept that person has their path and you can feel compassion for them, then you know that you have achieved that state of divine love that's going to help you open your crown chakra. And once you connect the heart to the crown chakra, it opens you to that expansiveness of the cosmos and of the universe and the divine, and that's what helps you to feel connected to one another, to your angels and to your guides and to the divine. So it will make you more aware of what your angels and guides are doing on your behalf and how they're trying to direct you, which will help to reinforce the knowledge that you're not alone. You're never alone. And of course, your loved ones who have crossed over to the other side are always near you. Yes, they do have work to do on the other side, and they do have a life on the other side. But that doesn't mean that they don't keep an eye on you or they're not around when you need them. They will be more accessible to you through the signs that they send you. When you're open psychically, when you open your heart and you open your crown, you'll more easily be aware of even the sensation of them being perhaps in the room with you or visiting, or having dreams about them, being able to see signs that they send you, which will again help to reinforce the fact that you are not alone and that you are still very much connected to your loved ones. Oftentimes when I'm in a reading with a client and I'm conveying a message from a loved one on the other side, the client will say to me, tell mom or dad I love them, or tell mom or dad I'm sorry, or whatever it is. And I tell them, just because you can't hear them like I can doesn't mean they can't hear you. Your loved ones on the other side are always connected to you. They're always aware of what's going on in your life. They're always aware of the things you say to them, whether silently in your mind and in your heart or out loud like I do around the house with my father. They're aware of us reaching out to them, for us to be able to make ourselves aware of the signs they're sending us, and sometimes messages that come in as a thought in your head, and it sometimes just sounds like your own voice. I often hear my father's voice though in my head. I know that he's planting that there for me for a reason. It always is apropos to whatever it is I'm going through. But to make yourself more open to that awareness, an open heart is key. So if nothing else, please remember you are always, always connected to the divine, to your angels, to your guides, to your loved ones, and to one another. Always. We are never disconnected or isolated or separate from anyone or anything in this universe. So if you're feeling disconnected from the divine, from source, from the universe, then you need to unplug. Unplug from technology, unplug from the world. Quiet your mind, put your fears and worries aside, sit and quiet down and calm yourself. Take a few deep breaths and do some light meditative work. It will be very helpful for you to be able to open your heart and open your crown chakra so that you can feel the loving presence of all these energies who are always, always with you. If you have any questions or comments about today's video, feel free to leave it in the description box below. Also, if you're interested in getting a reading with me, I am working at EarthSpirit New Age Center in Red Bank, New Jersey, but the phone number is on the screen. You can come in person for a reading, or you can schedule a reading over the phone. Just give them a call. They'll schedule an appointment for you. Also, if you'd like to connect with me on social media, the links are below in the description box. And as always, remember you are a spark of the divine. Share your light with the world. Blessings.